Hey guys, it feels good to do it the old way. Just want to do a little kind of a discussion video. Watched this video and it's completely messed me up tonight. Now, I watched this more current Backstreet Boys Drowning live video here. So, watching Backstreet Boys for some time, I kind of have a bit of an awareness on how they perform things, especially in the more modern day. I have an idea on how they performed it back when the song was first released, back in 2001. And then, kind of now more modern, I've heard some a cappella clips of them rehearsing this song in the more modern age, modern era of Backstreet Boys. And so naturally, when I hear a live performance, it's typically that what they're doing. Now, I heard this live performance, and off the bat, I can kind of hear a crispness that was foreign to what I would think is something that is just live. And it had me very intrigued. Now, at the end, or getting close to the end of the song, the music cuts out on this video, and you hear them singing over a track. And I'm heavily wondering if this is the original isolated track that we don't have available currently on the internet. Um, is it the track from the original 2001 release of Drowning? And it's completely messed me up because here's a couple reasons why. I've been speculating. My first Drowning video is garbage. Okay, I'm working on making another one. I have a lot more clarity on what's going on. I've lost a lot of files over the years. Um, well, I lost a number of files. Those of you who know that my hard drive got messed up. Um, Maybe that's a year ago now. Maybe something like that. Maybe a little over. About a year. Um, but I have I've been heavily concluding that actually what Kevin is doing is actually reasonably different from what he um, was performing in 2001. Now, mind you, from my knowledge, they actually recorded "Drowning" for the Black and Blue, which is strange to think about because I can't even picture that song on that album. That one kind of had a bit more of edge to it, and "Drowning" kind of has this kind of like this wholesome, more of a bit of a wholesome tamed sound, and even almost a slight countryness to it. I know even Backstreet Boys have said that. Um, but there's an interesting vocal with a lot of the edits, and I don't really have them, not on this computer. But I would pick out these vocals that I kept hearing over again, and listening to even some remixes obsessively. Sometimes people are able to have remixes with some of the vocals in it, and so I put down these vocals, what I felt like I was hearing. But you know what is freaking me out is the music cuts out, and I hear what I've been hearing in this performance here. But now it's adding something that I never thought was there. But is it there? In the track. So I'm like listening obsessively to the actual tracks, and we have some backing tracks. So thank you for those who've been making those edits, where they remove the. Those are actually, I think, more reliable than the acapella tracks that people are making. At least that's what I'm thinking for now, because often when people are making this is kind of the new age where people are trying to make acapella tracks. It actually kind of bothers me when people say like, "Oh, it's the official acapella track." It's not official. The stem files or completed together from the recording is the actual track. There's no there's no intrusion of any extraction from digital software. So actually, I often prefer the backing track because they'll usually take out the lead and kind of leave the other vocals alone. Um, but it's really messed me up. So, cause every time I breathe, I take you in. 'Cause every time I breathe. Okay, so those of you who watched my series of videos, because I've been talking about it for some time, you can scroll through the videos or just type "drowning," whatever, with my YouTube channel name, or I think there's an option to look through the channel's videos. We know that Kevin joins up with AJ a lot. 'Cause every time I breathe, to take you in, you in. They both end on that note. But from what I'm hearing, and I'll even play the small clip, you hear that vocal go down, and he chose to branch off and not meet him in a section, and it's almost like an intellectual argument. I am not sure I buy that Kevin is singing that live. Or is this a track they put behind them that is more current? But with that being said, if it was more current, I don't buy that Kevin would sing it like that anyway. Because he never has. He hadn't even sang it like that back in 2001. So it's safe to say that's how it goes. And maybe the music is just blocking it out. Because I'm having a hard time hearing it. The biggest part that has helped me with this song is that Kevin, or not Kevin, sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. 1 second. The music cuts out right at the end part of the chorus with this key change. You're the air that I breathe. Every time I breathe, I take you in. So there's one note that's really messing me up. 'Cause every time I breathe, every time I breathe, every time I breathe, I take. Okay, so this is what's going on. This is what I'm hearing in that track. 'Cause every time I breathe, I take you in. He jumps down just a second. Take one note. Now, I've actually kind of suspected that something like that was there, even before. But you know me, like I when I put out these videos, I'm trying to get to a place where I'm at least confidently conclusive, or at least mostly confident of what I feel like is going on. And this video messed me up because I was confident that, you know what, I've been on this for so long, this is what I think is going on, and I think it's right for me to let my viewers know, especially passionate Backstreet Boys fans who have a big investment to what the arrangements are. And most of you are dudes, by the way. It's quite interesting. See, now that I'm kind of doing an older style video, I feel more free to just babble. With the video style, it's kind of now with the visuals, I think people will grow more tired of just seeing some guy just talking. Got to get more to the point, and some people complain about that. But talking about this is kind of fun because I just feel like maybe some of you guys who are as interested as I am, it's almost like kind of a discourse between us. In some sense, like you guys can comment, but you can actually hear the thought process of going behind a lot of these things and studying these things, especially a group for like Backstreet Boys, whom they're kind of one of the top bands that I'm focused on. And thank God that they're still making music, because I can't wait to see what they do, what's next, even though I'm still a bigger fan of their older stuff, and that might not ever change. Just the 90s has kind of corrupted me into just liking only 90s things. A bit of an overstatement, but it's just one note. He dips down once. Okay, so you guys have been waiting for a long time. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to stop recording and go back to it. I'm currently trying to manipulate it in software. It's quite limited. But I'm going to give it a try and just see what I can make out. But even listening, it kind of doesn't sound like a live vocal anyway. You know, a microphone live will sound different from a studio setting. Anyway, I'll show you the file and we'll talk some more.
Every time I breathe, I take you in, and my heart beats again. Everybody, baby, I can't help it. You keep
have a feeling this video is going to be longer than I thought. See, now something else confuses me even more because it confirmed one thing if it's true, if it's real, but then it unconfirmed something that I thought was true. So you hear this kind of bassy vocal. I'll show you what I'm talking about, and hopefully you guys remember. I don't know if you guys remember some of these talks and analysis that I do. I don't know, man. I don't know. But one thing is, hi, you suckers. You think you could fool me? I'm one of those guys you can't fool. AJ does the low harmony. He takes the mic away from his face, and he's screaming to the crowd, and there's still his harmony going. There's a track, guys. There's a track. 'Cause every time I breathe, I take you in. Let's go! Who's singing your part, bro? Something else is singing your part. But you know what? Listening to it again, there's even a part where there isn't even a high harmony. What is even happening? So I'm kind of growing more towards that this is unreliable. But whatever. Just thought I'd show you something I found. But I think I'm going to be drawing a more conclusive situation with this song. I'm going to put out another tutorial, and it's going to be closer to the actual track, although I am humble enough to admit that it's a challenge trying to figure out especially the bottom harmonies. I actually watched a video from 5 years ago. I actually went and looked back at my own discussions as a viewer. They're like, oh, okay, that was my take on that. Those are the files I had. What popped out so much that, like, it was hard for me to dismiss, and it really helped me out. Yeah. Anyway, you guys might have fun listening to this, and yeah. Okay, so just quickly for Kevin, because Kevin's really the guy I'm looking for. 'Cause every time I breathe, I take you in, and my heart. Live, he just kind of copies AJ in a lot of it. And my heart beats again. That was my new conclusion. That file I heard heart, which is kind of more of a bassy tone. I'll appreciate that because it's more diverse. Beat again. Yeah, but I guess whatever's going on, I'm gonna have to call it unreliable because can't even hear a high harmony in one of the sections. Not even high harmony. So I don't know. Anyway, peace, love, and ice cream cake.